Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for a week commencing the 7th of October. We're going to do your usual 5-card spread, and we're going to pull an oracle card at the end called Healing Waters Oracle Cards. These are by Rebecca Campbell. And I'm really drawn to them at the moment because there's just so much going on at the moment. I feel universally, worldwide, personally, friends and family, that there just seems to be a real, I don't know, feels like needs to be a lot of healing. So yeah, I'm a bit drawn to those to use today. Let's get on with your reading. I hope you've had a lovely week. Thanks for joining me again. I'm always very grateful. Okay, so dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Scorpio. Make it help. You feel very heavy, very stuck together. Sorry, let's start that again. Dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Scorpio. Make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. Okay. Excuse me. Right. Week ahead. 3 of Wands. Lovely. Opportunity. Judgment. Your challenge is the 9 of Swords. What you don't see coming is the Moon. And the Queen of Pentacles in your advice and outcome. So the 3 of Wands. Next week, it's about putting your plans into action and actually implementing something that you've been waiting to happen. You can see she's literally just standing there ready to surf the waves, so to speak. It's really exciting energy, actually. This is a really lovely card to see. It's fiery, there's like motivation. It's like you've got some sort of inspirational ideas coming into you, and you've decided, maybe you've been pondering on it for quite a while, and it's like, right, okay, something sparks you next week, which is lovely. Interesting. You've got judgment in your opportunity, which really does highlight the 3 of Wands. This is saying there's an opportunity for you to shine, for you to do what you want to do at last. That's what judgment's all about. It's about, getting out of that routine, getting out of something that perhaps you've been, I want to say, like, pushed to the side. And it's time for you to say something and to step up. And yeah, look, she's like, the freeness of her soul leaving, and like, this 3 of Wands could be something that you suddenly see and you think, yeah, that's really for me, that's what I really want to do. And there's an opportunity for you to do that, and to actually, for instance, I could put my tarot in that box, if so to speak. I had, this for me has been like something I've not known that I've always wanted to do, if that makes sense. And that's how it feels for you for next week, Scorpio, which is very exciting. 9 of Swords is in your challenge. This is a challenge in itself, this card is. And it's about sleepless nights. It's about things that seem so much worse at 2 a.m. than realistically they actually are. So there could be some sleepless nights coming on. It could be that you're needing to face a few fears. Perhaps it's the fear of, oh, shall I, shan't I do that? The Moon is what you don't see coming. So what the Moon does, this is a major arcana, and what the Moon does is it brings emotions, information, it brings things to the surface that perhaps has been bubbling away. And when I say judgment, maybe you felt like you've been pushed to one side or dampened down in some way. It's definitely a whole message here about it's your time, and you don't see it coming. There's something also that, as I said, you're going to get like maybe a spark of inspiration. Take note of your dreams, take note of the people and what they say around you, because I've got a feeling there'll be something that somebody will just suggest to you, perhaps even. The Moon is also attributed to Pisces, so maybe and obviously you're a water sign too. Maybe it's saying you're going to be around like-minded people next week who are going to inspire you. Because look at your advice and outcome. The Queen of Pentacles, absolutely beautiful. So the Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting in her power there. She's very giving. She's very good at finances. She's very grounded. She's very resourceful. She makes the most of everything. She's also very content. Look how she's sitting there, like almost like a, I don't know. It's just lovely. With that judgment card here, that makes me feel like you're finding something next week that really, I want to say as well, like relaxes you and settles your mind. So let's see why. This is a lovely reading for you, Scorpio. Absolutely lovely. Why do we have the Three of Wands here, please and thank you? It's like something's coming next week that literally, you've been working on it for a while, I don't know, but it's all going to come to, it feels like something's going to happen. Let's say, look out for messages, look out for dreams, trust your intuition. And again, that's what the moon is also about. It's about intuition. Why do we have the Three of Wands here, please and thank you, for Scorpio? That's clarified by Temperance, the Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is Aries energy. And Wands is also attributed to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So the Emperor is about stability. It's about control. It's about discipline. There could be an Emperor around you. He's the father of the deck. He's the daddy of the deck. You've got the kings in the deck, and then the Emperor is the king of the kings. So if you do have this Emperor around you, just know that he is going to bring in this very, or she, mostly it's attributed to a male because of the male aspects to this card. Don't shoot me for saying that. Because I know that us women can also be very strong, etc. But traditionally in tarot, this is attributed to a male. So for some of you, it could be you're being led and guided also by an Emperor. You've also got patience. Patience. You've got Temperance, which means patience. That's what I was really interested in. It's, as I said, I think this has been something that's been going on in your mind for a while. You've got the Ace of Swords that also attributes to that idea, because the Ace of Swords is about new ideas. It's about new way of thinking. Like the fog has lifted, lovely clarity of mind. And Temperance, as I say, is about patience. So I feel like, and it's also a message to say that this has perhaps been going on for a while. And because it's all about, this is the card of alchemy. So trying to blend two different energies into one. And it is as though maybe you're working on something with something else. And it's, for some of you, there's definitely a breakthrough, I would say, next week in a business idea, or even if it's a relationship, attributed to a relationship, it can just be that you've decided, for instance, to move in together or decided to take that next step, which is lovely. And it's all very positive. That's what's lovely about this. It's all very positive. Temperance can also be somebody actually, because he, there's the angels there, that you're being divinely guided also, which is why, again, I'm saying listening to your dreams. If you meditate, listen to the messages that you get from that. And if you don't meditate, why not? I'm just joking. Oh dear. Right, Judgment. Why do you have Judgment here? Again, this is lovely. Clarified by the Three of Swords. Now, it's always nice to see the Three of Swords as an opportunity. It's the best position to see that in. The Fool and the Four of Pentacles. So again, the Four of Pentacles is about stability. The Emperor is about stability. The Four of Pentacles, Pentacles do relate to our material resources. So it could be money, could be job, it could be, but then I always again, put the caveat on what do you at this time, what is your coinage? Is it your energy? Is it your time? Because obviously, money, it has a material value, but I don't think you can put a value on your time and your energy. So for some of you, it could just be that, the Four of Pentacles can be that your time, you're feeling very stable and able to control your time and energy better. I can't help but think with that Judgment card, though, it's as though I feel there's a little bit of resistance for some reason. The way she's looking away, I don't know. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe that's why you've got the Nine of Swords here. You're thinking, oh, I'm not sure if I can do this. Shall I, shan't I? But you do have the Fool energy here, clarifying judgment and being your time. And it's just a double clarification of, yeah, take that leap of faith. There is something bigger and better for you, something that will give you relief as well. I always get this particular card, in the Fool in this deck, makes me feel just a burden has been lifted off of your shoulders too. It's like you've been through quite a lot, and now you're able to start again. And again, with Judgment card, that just goes so beautifully. Now you do have the Three of Swords here. Now maybe that's why I'm thinking with the Four of Pentacles, you're a little bit not too sure. I know it will offer me stability, but not too sure, because I don't know if you've been hurt in the past. And this is also, whatever is happening next week is going to allow you to excuse me, to heal in some way. Somebody that perhaps has hurt your feelings, or a situation that's really upset you, is kind of like coming better for you. We're actually in Libra season, aren't we, at the moment, which is all about things balancing out. So that's absolutely lovely to see. Nine of Swords, yep. You're still have some thoughts at night time. But it is about facing your fears. And with that Three of Swords in the opportunity, again, it kind of like, it's a lovely reflection on that for me. This is how I'm reading it. So why do we have the Nine of Swords here, please and thank you? It just mean that whatever this inspiration that's going to be coming to you next week, yeah, you know what? These things can be hard work. There seems a lot to be considered about it. Why do you have the Nine of Swords here, please and thank you? Scorpio. Clarified by the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Six of Wands. Interesting to see the Six of Wands in your challenge. It's almost like when I get the Six of Wands in a challenge area, it's to do with the fact that you've perhaps worked very hard on something, and somebody else has taken the credit. Or it could even mean that, excuse me, that you don't feel ready for something. And again, with that Nine of Swords being up at night worrying, I do feel that there's some sort of doubt in your mind still next week about this. You do have the Six of Cups, which is about remembering things from the past. And again, maybe with that Three of Swords, it's still, I want to say, on your mind. You do have the Five of Wands too as a challenge. And that's being surrounded by, that's argumentative people, egotistical people, people that are very competitive and very driven, but not in, they're very selfish, out to get whatever they can get. Could be like a message to say that perhaps you need to get into that energy a bit more and shine. As I said before, I felt like you'd been dampened down at some point, and that would make sense, where you feel like everybody is not kind of listening to you for some reason. And it is a bit of a challenge for you next week, and it could probably raise some frustrations. Something to do with that Six of Cups is also something coming, or somebody even coming back from the past. It could be a work colleague, could be an old ex-relationship. It could be a friend, just a friend that's coming back, or you're remembering. Either way, I do think it's linked to this Three of Swords. Somebody who's really, don't know, upset you in some way. But you do have the moon in what you don't see coming, and this is about things coming to the surface. Maybe you're going to get, with the Nine of Swords there, it is also a message today: face your fears, get things off your chest, write things down, journal, meditate. The moon will help you do that too. The moon is about, as I say, things being able to speak your truth, which is what Judgment is also about. So we have, Seven of Wands clarifying that, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is the Should I, Shan't I card, which I said earlier. It's almost like you are still thinking, I'm not sure. The Two of Wands makes you question whether you want to leave your comfort zone or not. You've got the Four of Swords here, which is about literally being in your comfort zone. Look how she's all curled up in her nest. And it's also about healing. It's about, because the card before the Four of Swords, obviously, is your Three of Swords. So this is indicating that from this moon, there's something coming to the surface, some message, again, or dream, something that's going to give you that answer, that something to do with healing and helping you get over something. I do believe the Two of Wands is here, though, for you to reconsider something, also to think, well, you know what, now that I know, now I'm confident with that answer, now I know where I stand, I can move on. I can make plans. Look, she's looking out the window. She's got the world at her feet, literally. She's got a really cool little caravanette. I think that, well, I can't remember what they're called properly. Motorhome. I've never noticed that before, but there's the surfboard up against the caravanette, which is the surfboard you have over here. So it is as though something's coming to the surface next week. It's going to allow you to make these plans again, to go for it. It's sort of simple as that. Go for it. You do have the Seven of Wands also, which is exactly that. It's you sitting in your power. It's you putting your point across and sticking to your guns and being able to do that. And I can see there's a great deal of confidence here too, which is lovely. Being very sure. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles as your outcome, which is very stable, grounded, feeling resourceful, feeling relaxed, I want to say, which is lovely. Why do we have the Queen of Pentacles here, please, and thank you for Scorpio? Why do we have the Queen of Pentacles here, please, and thank you for Scorpio? Thank you. Oh, lovely. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Wheel of Fortune is literally that. There's change. the situation's moving on for the better. Just as I said that, I've turned these upside down and you've got death and rebirth here, which is literally a very similar message. There's new beginnings, there's movement in a situation, and it's for the better. It's bringing you this lovely, relaxed groundedness feeling, very in control, very resourceful, actually able to give to others too. You do have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about feeling torn into two different directions. I always say this card for me is like having the angel on one shoulder and the devil on another, and you're feeling torn. But the message here and the advice here is to put that blindfold on as she has. So you're not influenced by anybody that you can see. You just go within, you trust your instincts, you trust how you feel deep within. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, which is lovely, which is collaborative energy. It's like working as a team, feeling like you're part of a team again, rather than that Five of Swords here and feeling a bit left out, if you like, dampened down for some reason. But it's like you feel on a more even level, I want to say, with somebody, or somebody could be work colleagues. Because these people in this who are all working together, they all have their own separate skill, which they're all very good at, and they're all very on the same level, very respectful. It's a lovely, lovely reading for you. In general, there is this lovely kind of realization, I want to say, next week for you. Now, that could be to do with a work situation, relationship, home life, whatever it is, the energy is, it's time for you. It's your time. It's your turn, I want to say, Scorpio, actually, especially with, look, literally, with that wheel turning, it is literally your turn. That is what judgment is all about. So I hope you enjoy. No, let's see what other cards, what other messages are here. Please and thank you, Scorpio. What a lovely, lovely reading for you. Really drawn to that Temperance card. I keep looking at it, and I think it's attributed to Sagittarius. So for some of you, that could be, let's have a look, 14. Yeah, Sagittarius. So what other messages are there, please and thank you, for Scorpio? Oh my goodness. Ah, what an absolutely beautiful card. It's called Let It Go. Release the past, forgive, soften, and move forward. Oh my goodness. If anybody is interested in oracle cards, or because you don't have to be able to read tarot to read an oracle card. I cannot recommend, and I'm not affiliated, I don't get paid for this, I cannot recommend anything by Rebecca Campbell, because these cards, I honestly can't tell you how they just make you feel, I don't know, they're just, I'm so connected with these cards. So yeah, that's such a beautiful message. Let it go, release the past, yeah, forgive, heal. It's what you're doing. There's the past. My goodness, I can't get over how attributed this is to your reading. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Scorpio, as much as I did. And feel free to leave any comments, like, subscribe, whatever those things are. And I'll catch up with you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in again.